Healthcare is at a crossroads. On one side, we have breakthrough technology, AI, tools that could transform medicine, and on the other, we have compliance, a force so bloated and insidious that it quietly suffocates innovation before it even begins. MedTech started with real promise, better diagnostics, better monitoring, better treatment. Remember the early days of telemedicine and evidence-based medicine when it felt like healthcare was finally entering the future? But that momentum didn't last. The moment MedTech started gaining traction, the compliance wall appeared. High Trust, SOC 2 Type 2, FedRAMP, ONC HealthIT certification, and a dozen others. These frameworks, supposedly built for patient safety, turned into a labyrinth of mandatory certifications. Federal contracts required them, state and local contracts copied them, and suddenly selling a new MedTech product became a crime unless you paid the cartel. Medicine became a government-owned industry, and even cash-based clinics weren't immune from lawsuits for non-compliance. Startups got trapped in multi-month approval processes, forced to pour their entire budget into meeting shifting regulatory demands, and calling this a stagnation in innovation is generous. The truth is that compliance destroyed MedTech entrepreneurship, and the damage is permanent. People ask, why not just comply? Let's break it down. Money, $250,000 to several $1 million. New PhDs can't afford that. Young physicians can't afford that. No startup can justify burning their entire bank account before they're even allowed to make their first sale. Time, 9 months to a year, just to become maybe compliant, and that's after building the product itself. Outcome, you're still not compliant. This is where the phrase comes from. The juice is not worth the squeeze. And yes, the system was engineered that way, because if the juice is not worth the squeeze, the incumbents keep their monopoly. Today's EHR systems function as an antitrust violation hiding in plain sight. And here's the darkest part. You are never actually in compliance. No one is. Every few years, these organizations update their definitions. So companies that were compliant magically become non-compliant. And the audit cycle continues forever. It's brilliant, dystopian, and at the end of the day, we still can't cure cancer. Even though the auditors got paid. Some people say, just raise money. Technically, you can, but you shouldn't. Ask any honest venture capitalist if their money helps more than it hurts. And they'll tell you the truth. It hurts more. It creates perverse incentives, dependency, and a quiet form of property theft. Raising money is how founders lose control of their lives. And now, AI in healthcare is walking into the same trap. Predictive analytics, personalized medicine, automation. The potential is enormous, but regulators are already scrambling to build new frameworks. And if those frameworks resemble MedTech, AI will be dead on arrival. Institutions have one priority, safe and useless. We need a new priority, safe and useful. Without that shift, AI in healthcare will collapse under compliance the same way MedTech did. The story of MedTech is a warning, and as we stand on the edge of an AI-driven healthcare revolution, we have to learn from it. For many builders, the only real solution is to exit the economy entirely, to operate outside the compliance chokehold. Compliance has become the linchpin that stops progress in healthcare, in technology, everywhere. Join the conversation at doctorsintech.com to explore strategies to dismantle the software compliance cartels and let the builders build.